Yeah, hello. Just doing an indices um, review here. We're trying to add some more numbers to our existing homework that we just started the other day. Um, Before we do that, just going to have a quick look down here. We noticed that Nikkei 225 had a huge amount of um, sellers. Before it was like 20,000 apart, wrong or something. It was quite massive. I remember that was the other day. It was like 34 buyers versus 1-2 sellers or something like that. So what we've seen in since then is a huge move up in um, Nikkei, and there were the big sellers that were wrong. It was minus 21 and now it's plus 81, so it's 100 over the week. We're at 80, 110 here, 160 here, Nasdaq. Back up here. Overall, what we want to look at is if we are obviously too long or too short. Well, we have here a few more sellers in S&P, so more upside potential. Next, 200 more sellers here, more upside here. Another 700 here. So yeah, and then even Nikkei is more sellers still by 2,000. So this still got some upward move. Let's see if anything's disagreeing here. More sellers. 647. Yeah, there you go. There's your discrepancy in the DAX. So we could see up, chop, so kind of thing at the moment, just by reading this at first glance. More sellers. Aussie is more buyers, so that helps the other case out of chop. 642, 9260, 94. Too many sellers here. And then this stuff, crude oil and metals, we can look at separately on another time. We're not going to bother with that. So we see chop to up in stocks. Let's move this. Let's update our charts here. I've got on S&P 69 and 80, 87 sellers, 82 buyers, 30 sellers, 81 buyers, minus 21. So 21 sellers and 81 buyers. So we're seeing the same type of thing all the way across the board here so far. Move this over. Let's just do this properly, fit this in. Next, FTSE 1481, 73, 89. So there we go. There's the DAX. So we saw that discrepancy in those numbers. DAX is the lowest increase of buyers. 82.61. And the last two, what are we doing here? Why is that all out of whack? Everything's on the 4 hour? Very strange. Why is this out of whack so bad? Guess we have to move this. Probably look better now, I suppose. Not really. Different time paradigm, I guess. I'm not familiar. But still, same deal. They've increased their buyers. So everyone has increased their buyers, all of them. We don't have the number for Aussie down here for some reason. But these are what everyone needs. Just add them all in. And we'll come back to this when we've got a more obvious um, move. For now, I've chopped it up. I wouldn't really bother with it at first glance, but we need more numbers, so we need to come back, write them down, and then we'll build a case from there. At this point, we don't really have anything else to go through with this. See how we're doing with crypto. We haven't looked at that since the weekend, but we'll do a quick midweek review. See what we have lined up for the weekend. Just bear with me. Change the profile over. Here we go. All right. Where were we? 35.68. So we went up like we said we were going to. That's good. So even with that, I know, well, the dollar is now weakened, so that's given us our move right there. So there's your evidence, people, that you need the dollar to do crypto. Without the dollar, you're only half watching it. I'm sorry. No one wants to agree with that, but there's the evidence. It's all tied to the same psyop. The sun runs the show. Next. Dollar went down, finally allowed the crypto to go up. See, we weren't getting the up move in the weekend that we were looking for because the dollar was already strong, like we said. So it could be a lethargic move, up, chop, down, and that's what we saw on the weekend. Now dollar's finally freed, gave crypto the chance to go up. So anyone that's been doing the crypto this week, you should all have been involved in this because you've been following along with the dollar on the currency videos. So you guys could have all had some of this if you could have been bothered to do it. But it's not necessary at the moment for me anyway. We're just working on this as a side project until we're completely ready, and then we'll basically switch over from currencies onto crypto permanently. Eventually, that's what we're going to do. Because there will be no currencies after once central bank digital currency comes out. This whole thing is going to change, I would imagine. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe they'll keep the currencies going in the charts the same way we see them under the central bank digital currencies, and nothing in the charts will actually change. Who knows? But again, the numbers will still be revealed. So we don't have anything to worry about if that happens. People start getting scared that this is all going to change. It's not going to change. Um, but yeah, the currencies may we may want to start moving into crypto eventually. So anyone that's working on these, good, well done. That's what we should be doing. Um, so everyone just put in the numbers here, 88, 88, and then continue building your case there. I'm not gonna do them all over the video. It'll be a waste of time. But yeah, everyone update the numbers. Keep it going on the 4-hour chart unless you're really tuned in. Then go on the 1 hour and get the daily moves. But really, at this point, we're looking for the weekly moves because we've got too much to do with the currencies and the indices. Just get this in. Day 88. So get these in while we're quiet and in this nice high, and then we'll have a good reference point to come back to later. See, this one we should have had these numbers, but because we were working on the currencies, we didn't get the numbers in there. So if anyone's got that number, write it in, don't delete it, and save it. But yeah, that's that. We'll come back to the crypto in the weekend. Maybe we'll do something then. But so far, what are we really seeing? More buyers with an up move. 24 down here, which was probably here. 37. So this is OMG has increased its sellers relative to the other ones. Just immediately we see something is strange here, which could halt the upward move in the crypto slightly, or slow it down anyway, if you get what I mean, because you would have seen that if you've been following along. It just always happens. So for example, if everything goes up but OMG stays here with increased sellers at the time of everything going up, let's just say now everything explodes but OMG stays here and more sellers come in, then we know that that move is vulnerable and will need to be resolved. So they'll bring it down and then they'll drop the OMG if that was to happen. It's just an example. So yeah, this is what OMG is telling us. Don't get too comfortable if you're long, even though we have a unfolding, collapsing dollar. Just don't get too comfortable with that there, because really they've increased their sellers. That's what they've done. They haven't done anything else. So we can't ignore this. 24 to 37 with an upward move. It's telling me an alarm if you're holding long. So until that changes, I wouldn't really want to be long these cryptocurrencies, but I wouldn't want to be short either. Let's take a look here at these numbers. BTC is too many sellers. OMG, too many buyers. There you go. Right there. That's why we're seeing that situation there with OMG here. It's right there. Too many buyers, too many sellers. XRP, too many buyers. EOS, too many sellers. Ethereum, too many sellers. Zcash, too many buyers. LTC, too many sellers. XMR, too many buyers. Neo, it's even pretty much. A few too many sellers, but nothing to worry about there. dollar is at, let's look at the dollar CAD index. Look at that as a whole. 9270, 9269. So too many buyers. Like we said, um, CAD has got too many buyers. So this is going to fuel that dollar CAD move down and will remove a little bit of weight on the crypto with that dollar. So yeah, upwards to chop to down to upwards, I wouldn't really bother with it unless you're super fine tuned on local time frames with short, small targets. That's how I would do this for now. But yeah, that's the crypto and the indices video. Thanks a lot, guys.